Alright, let's get into this. This is, what episode was it? I don't know. 14? Episode 14? Is that what I just typed? Alright, we are doing episode 14 of Necropolis for Frog God Games. Above me, you can see the original map for the particular dungeon that we're doing right now. We'll call that the Alyssa Skycam. And we're making good progress. I have guides turned off, which is why at the top it looks almost half finished. Well, it kind of is half finished, but you don't even see any lines. We'll come back to that. I wanted to focus on the southern end here. These rooms are really beginning to pop now we have shadows on them. And I want to give a little bit of love to this room here. And here, the maze. So that's my focus. This is going to be a less than a 2-hour stream because at 1800 Central Time, Whose Monster Is It Anyway is going to be on with Brightberg and Zach and Glazar. So we're actually going to go raid them in about an hour and 45 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to colour some walls. We're just going to keep it nice and simple because I want this room to have a nice framing. We're going to probably come up here and we might even hit that corridor. I kind of want to complete this section here. At least just get our basic colouring in, right? But, whoa, I have missing bricks here. What the hell? Maybe we'll even do some missing bricks. And then this is going to be a little bit of a labour of love over here. But I actually want to get some of the bricks actually coloured in there too. I say bricks, big stones, walls, bish bash bosh, pyramid. So let's do it. Let's get ourselves warmed up. And you can see how the walls are like done when they're 80-90%. And this here is our base colour. So we're actually just going to base colour these. Let's do that. Let's pick our ink wall. Let's come back over here. Now, one word of warning. If any of these bricks have a gap in them, it will then try to select the entire map. If I see it, I won't click on it, but a lot of the time I don't even see it because it just needs one pixel of a gap and it will bleed through. This at least will give us some baseline on the wall here. Give us a good sense for what this room is going to look like, right? Let's come up here. Let's come up here. Sorry, I got a bit of a tickle on my throat. I had a stream once, not that long ago, where the tickle in my throat was so freaking bad, I had to stop the stream. Alright, let's do this. And I think I'm just going to come up around the corner here. Ah, there's one. Okay, so, right, you see this? This stone here has a gap in it. So we're just going to let Photoshop do its thing, and then we can take it back. I think the gap is right up there at the top. You see that? 1 pixel. So once Photoshop is done selecting the entire freaking map, we'll take that step back and we'll skip that stone. There it is. Okay, so let's take that one back, and let's come in here. We'll do that one manually. It's just quicker this way. Alright, so that's them. Might as well do these. I don't see any obvious gaps, but let's try it. You'll see I've got a little bit of background colouring in the centre there. Cool. Then we expand the selection just by 2. And we're going to do wall colouring, and we're just going to fill it. There. Now, obviously, that's very, very, very basic colouring. We'll come back to that, but it gives us a sense for what things are going to look like. I'm tempted to actually colour these stones in a little bit. I'm tempted. But we're meant to be concentrating on the maze tonight. Hey, Phantom Jen. Plan tonight, young lady, is to stream for about the next hour and a half. A little bit longer. And when Wizards of the Coast come online, Wizards of the Couch, we're gonna go raid them. That's the plan. So we can all go watch Zach and Brian. Alright. You know, we're so freaking close here. Let's just do this. It seems ridiculous not to. And we're gonna fix those stones there too. I must have erased something. I must have done something. And expand them. And then let's fill that in. Good. Yeah, look, I had like a little tiny gap right there. Those white bits, by the way, that's from the shadowing last night. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I think what we're going to do is there's going to be a session where we're going to come through and just clean up everything like that. For now, I'm gonna leave them. Okay, so these bush size 25, and we'll do black. I don't know quite what I was doing here, but go. Good. Yeah, it looks like I accidentally deleted a little bit. There we go. Good. Looking fab. Alright, let's come back to that room and let's see if we can actually get a little bit of maze action going. Because I would actually like to add some shadows into the maze. I've got a little bit of a stone texture going on that I want to play with. And I want to actually see if we can make this maze look awesome. Okay. Now if I don't have any gaps on these stones, this should go pretty quick. It's going to be the detailing that gets nuts. A little bit at a time. My eyes are gonna go crossed. Yeah, that actually is not a wall. It just looks like that because of the way we have the shadows. Yabba dabba do. That's good. That's good. I feel like we're picking up speed on this sucker. I feel like we are, figuring out some styles and some colours and some approaches, and when we do it, the map gains a little bit of impetus. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Then this way we'll have a good sense for what's done and not done. Is that stone? It is. Let's do that too. So many stones. Woo. While we're here, screw it. Is there a limit to how many objects or things that Photoshop can have? Oh, there's a hole. There's a hole. Gotta let it do its thing. See, Jack, everyone loves you. I should actually have a regular day of the week that Jack joins me on the channel. We just bullshit. We do the curmudgeon hour. There we go. I don't know what I was selecting there. That was actually a problem. Oh, it's on my... Oh, there. Oh, so it must have been around here. Right, let's do a fill. Let's like do a fill, then save it. Let's do an expand. Wall coloring. Fill. Black? No. 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 Oh, because I was doing a blush thing. Okay, so wall coloring. Pow. The fact that Zach wants Jack so much means that it has to happen, right? It's gotta happen. I feel like I am disappointing Zach by not making it happen. Now, the only problem with doing... So here's actually something interesting. Maybe I'll come back to this in a moment, but... My plan was just to do a rough stone floor for the maze. But you know what the problem is? Doing it that way, there's no grid. I have to mark those 5x5 areas somehow. And I didn't want to do flagstones in the maze. And it's because the walls are so close together, so we have nowhere for the grid to show up. That is interesting. I mean, you can see them here. They're intersecting with all of the walls, basically. Unless I actually have the grid on top of the wall, that's always a possibility. But I don't like that. I mean, that's a possibility. Like, if we did our wall coloring in such a way that the grid intersections were part of the blocks, that could be interesting. Alright, we'll come back to that. We'll have to experiment with that. I wasn't anticipating that. Okay. So this one was fine, but let's just do, we're doing wall coloring. Bush. So what was wrong with this one? Why did it spill out of that? I'm not quite sure why it did that. Ink, select. Oh, it didn't. Did I accidentally click outside of it? I'll have to watch the video back. Yeah, I'm not sure I really want to do intersections as part of the wall coloring. I'm not convinced. My next plan, or my next action here, is to actually add the shadows to the maze. Because I think it's going to look really good. And that will help me. There, it was that one. It was this one right here. There's a gap right at the freaking bottom. Son of a bitch. No. Son of a bitch. Come on, do your thing. Wish I could cancel this, you know? Come on. Take that back. Alright, so you, I can't do you. Alright. good. And at some point I've got to come back through all of these stones and actually start texturizing them up a little bit. But that's going to be so repetitious. I think it's going to be something that I do off stream for the most part. It's going to be boring as molasses. Is molasses boring? I don't know. Am I mixing? Oh, there's another hole. There's another hole. Did I just click on something accidentally? Yes, I did. I must have clicked on the ink. And then it selects all of the ink. Yeah, but Jack, they don't want you to lurk. They want you up here. They love you. Your fans adore you. We're gonna have to do a curmudgeon hour. We're just gonna have to do it. The fans are demanding it. What am I doing now? I'm gonna do the wall coloring. Fill. Boom. Nice. Stick on the wall coloring, hit the brush up, head on over to the brick that had a hole in it, right there. Right there. There we go. And the maze starts to come to life. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's got his torch. Actually, Jack, what are you doing podcast-wise? You've spoken about it. Alright. Shadows. Shadows. We now go to white. And I wish I could just do a fill and have it fill this interior. But it's just gonna end up spilling beyond. I wonder if I could temporarily draw a line and have it fill this interior. I don't think there's anywhere that it could bleed absolutely beyond. I mean, I guess there's one brick over here, right, where we've got a hole. I'm really tempted to temporarily draw a line. I'm gonna do it. Ink wall. Let's try this. Let's just try this. I'm gonna draw this massive fat line right here. We could always fix that later on. I'm not too asked about that. And now let's try to now do a select on the inside and see what happens. Will it select our maze? Look at that. It did. It did. Alright, now we do want to actually... This brick here got selected too, which we don't want. I'm going to expand the selection a little bit, and we are going to deselect this brick. This could actually be really fast. Alright, and then we're going to go back to our shadows, and we're going to do a fill of white colour on here. Right, so this is going to fill all of our maze. You're not going to see it though because it's got a multiplier on it. Boom. Just like that. that was fast. Okay, so now I've actually got to get rid of this line here. Alright, so I'm actually pretty Americanized right now, and I would say flashlight, but there's a lot of times, Jen, where the English comes out, and I'll just drop an English word. And a lot of the time, I'm not even thinking about it, it just happens. And so sometimes I think I've even said to Jack, pass me the torch, will you? And he'll go, the what? So it definitely does happen. Let's just get a fine eraser going here. Now, but, oh, wait a minute. I did clone tool. I'm a dope eraser. Now, but you got a torch, right? It's not a flashlight. Like the torch as in for cooking food, right? Like the creme brulee shit. There we go. All right. Okay, so I definitely have a little bit of texture issue here. So let's fix that first before we go any further. And what are we on here? We're on rock floor. There we go. Let's just do this. And then we're actually going to go to you, and we're actually going to do a little bit of a delete right there. A little bit of texture bleeding through. Okay, so then let's hit the shadow. Shadow, white, brush, and wrong shadow layer fading. That's why you got it locked. There we go. There we go. Let's get a little bit of shadow in there. I've actually got a few areas where our wall colouring has bled out, so I'm actually going to just clean this up right now when I'm looking at it. Right. So and what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this texture here across the entire maze because I want to see how that's looking. It might be a bit dark. I actually want to kind of lighten it up a little bit. But I don't want to be too similar to the walls, you know? Jen, can you use this word in a sentence? What is Zach going to actually incinerate with his torch first? Like, Jack and I have spoken about getting a wood chipper. We could see that we actually might have a cause to have a wood chipper, that we would actually use it from time to time. A blowtorch has not actually entered our arsenal of things that we need. So I am curious, why do you need a food torch? Yeah, I think with the shadows on the top, this area is damn dark, you know? It is dark. Oh. really curious if this is going to work or not. Really curious. It's like, I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, whoa. Alright, let's duplicate this. We're gonna do a big, there we go. And you know, I'm definitely gonna, oh, I could actually, honestly, I could kind of leave that as a background to this. And then just paint over it. I'm really tempted to do that, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm going to. Am I though? Am I? Maybe I'm not. No, you know what? I am. I kind of like it, but I'm gonna paint then over it, pretty aggressively. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut it and then I'm gonna put it on the correct layer, because it needs to be down here under the underfloor colouring. And I'm gonna move it to where I want it, and I kind of like it. Do I want to kind of do it like that? Do I want to do it like that? Do I? Yeah. Alright, so that's gonna be under colour flooring, or under floor colouring. Yeah. Alright. I don't. Seuss Vidi? You two are way too culinary for us. You know our secret vice, Jen, when we go to conventions and stuff, honestly? When we go back to the hotel room at night, we watch cooking shows. Until we can't keep our eyes open any longer. But when we come home, it's like we don't do that type of thing. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Well, you know, this, if I merge these, and then I duplicate this, and I bring this little puppy over here. Interesting that it's showing up here. Very interesting. Yes. Because I have something there. Why is it showing up there? Why is it bleeding through? Let's get rid of that. Oops. If we can actually make the 5-foot block stand out, I'm actually okay with that. I know we've got to colour in the wall a little bit, but I'm actually okay with that. That's kind of cool looking. Now we do have a problem here. Yeah, it's sitting on top of my colouring here. I mean, this is okay, but I mean, no, I've coloured you. I don't need more here. want to have some control over my background. There we go. Nice. Oh, this here is not gonna fly. Let's get rid of you. That is not gonna fly. So that's good. That's good. That's good. We've got to do a little bit of cleanup in those rooms. So we've got to just get this bit now. Yeah. All right. I think I can dig it. Second question, Jen. Why do you need two of them? Oh, we want to actually be... What, do we want to be there? We want to be there. All right. Let's drag you over here. Good. I'm thinking that for the maze, and I actually think I like it. I think I do. The shadows make it look really dark. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool, and I like it when the walls are a little bit further apart. I mean, it would be dark, so I'm okay with that. I like the little patches of light here and there. I feel like I need to colour in, like the some of the walls here to see how it's truly going to look, but I think I dig it. I think I dig it. Yeah, I think I dig it. Let's do this section here because we've kind of got like the walls done around it. Alright. Time check, about an hour and 10 minutes, and then we'll go join Wizards of the Couch. Alright. I feel like these are only part done. Like all of them are only part done. But let's give it something like this. Oh, I'm on the wrong bloody layer. Hold on. Colouring wall. Where's my colouring wall? There we go. No, we don't want you to cook for us at cons. I was just saying that Jack and I, when we go to conventions, watching cooking shows is like one of our favourite things when we get back to the hotel room. But if you want to cook for us, but I think Zach is probably going to object. No. It's just, we actually like settling down to a good cooking show. It's just we don't cook. This room's kind of bugging me a little bit now. We've added our shadows and stuff, and the floor is not bleeding through with our actual floor color. I'm probably going to do something about that in a moment. But let's continue with these stones just for a moment. And I know we're not actually colouring these up here, but just to get some of the same shading in there. You see, now they're a little bit, as in quite a bit, lighter than these stones over here. This is one reason why I kind of need to come through towards the end and just concentrate on touching up and doing walls, you know, that type of jazz. There we go. Okay. Come on, come on. Let's just zoom out and see how we're looking here. Yeah, I feel like this section of stone here, just right here, needs a little bit of work because we've typically been going a little bit lighter, and here they're quite a bit darker, just in that little stretch. But we can do that another time. I think the maze might work like that. The question is, what the hell am I going to do about the grid? What am I going to do about that grid? Like here it works because we've got these little thin lines. Maybe that's just what I do. I do little thin lines. Just like this. I wonder if that would be enough. I wonder if that would be enough. I normally do 25. What if I drop to like 20 and we hit off ink floor? And so there would be like one here, for example. I'm wondering if we can get away with this. Is this going to be enough? Just doing little dark lines like that. Not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't think it hurts, but it's a sort of line that, yeah, you can see it at battle map scale, which is kind of like this. But I think the frogs are going to need a version of this grid that is a little bit more prominent for the book. So something, I guess, like this. I'm not going to do all of the grid tonight. This is the type of thing that we can do, like, offline. I mean, yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Thank you for the follow. That is Vadek, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Do a bit of a zoom out so we can see what we're working on here. I think that's taking shape. This is a nice, colourful map. I think that this is going to be really nice to look at. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. And I don't think I mind the maze being like too dark. My concern is the grid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm wondering if, like, you know, you could track to other grid positions to determine, but I don't think we can reliably do that. So I do think we're going to have to strategically put some kind of clue on there so people know where to put their bloody minis, you know? I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on that one. I mean, one thing we could do, literally, I mean, kind of like an example right here. We could make this grid intersection like be, let's actually get on our wall coloring. Let's grab a pretty light color. Let's brighten it up even more. Let's grab our happy HB. Make that little puppy like 15 or something. 15? No, 20. Alright. One thing we could do is like in areas like this. As part of the wall. Is actually mark those intersections. Kind of like in a hand-drawn way. I did this with Teagle like all over it, but I didn't do them in the wall. So this is definitely breaking my usual rule. But if we did something like this, I'm not where there's actually a brick join. I don't want to do it there. But if we did something like this, now these bricks have not been coloured in. Even like here. No, that's good, that's good. Yeah, so these bricks have not been coloured in. And so this is just a proof of concept. But if we did something like that, and we zoom out a little bit, and I turn off the grid, those intersections kind of show up. They show up. Even on the coloured ones. So that could be some way of doing it, you know? I think these are potentially a little bit too horsey, but maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. That shows the grid nicely, I think. Yeah, I think that might be the approach. I think that might be the approach. I kind of like that. Cheers, Jin, for the confirmation. Alright, so while we're here, still got an hour before Wizards of the Couch starts. I'm actually gonna go to our colouring floor. Yep. We're gonna grab this, and I'm actually gonna grab a chunk from the cave. And we'll drag that underneath, and I'm gonna drag it over here. Right here. Because I want this. And I'm gonna delete everything outside of it. And I'm going to clean up here as we get into the room. In fact, I'm going to do it like that, and then we're going to clean up. So, let's do this now. I kind of want to work on this section. I want to work on this corridor, and I'm going to colour in the walls. We're going to have some fun with that for the next hour. Now, this background here is actually going to become more like this in color and tone and texturing and stuff. We're going to paint over it, but this is a good, at least start. It's almost like this is our blank canvas. But I kind of don't want to do that here yet. I kind of want to like get in our corridor, maybe paint in our bricks or stones. Then we'll drop in our background and start coloring. So, I'm actually going to grab a bloody big eraser, and we're gonna go nuts. That one, I typically like doing something with a little bit of opacity on the outside edges. Let's make that sucker big. Maybe not that big, maybe not that big. Maybe don't go that cray. Alright. We'll actually come in with a smaller brush as we get towards the edges of that. I just want to get a good delete going on here. And in all truth, this is the ground that we're on, so having a little bit bleeding into the stone is okay because we're going to colour right over the top. Maybe that's okay actually. Maybe that's okay. Let's just get it a little bit close to the edge. And then we're going to colour these stones. balance. Yeah, I kind of actually like that little bit of a feathering on the edge there. That's okay. Okay. Let's leave that. Okay, so what I want to do here, this is actually going to be a flagstone. We're going to flag all of this, but I kind of want it to bleed a little bit into the room. We're going to color some sand and such, so a little bit like that. Got some weird patterning going on there, so we're going to grab our clown, make it a little bit larger. Let's fill these in. Do I wanna? Let's do the same there. Cool. Wow, we've actually got our little corridor colored in. That's fantastic. Let's hit save. Wow. That's nice. By the way, this room here, I'm really undecided about the grid. Like, this room up here is described as being just smooth. So I didn't want to do flagstones or anything there. But it looks weird without intersections on, right? It's like, there will be intersections there. And there will be intersections on that too. Like if I put our grid back on for a moment, boom. It looks pretty good with a grid. It looks great with a grid. And maybe this room, I just roll with that. Maybe. But I'm kind of tempted to do like faint grey outlines here. Because this is not described as being smooth. But it is, I forget, like a burial room or something like that. And it's going to have a blue glow to it. That hence me going for a lighter, almost white ground. So the blue shows up real nice. But I don't want to do this hard flagstone edge in here. I want to do something softer, and I haven't decided what that softer is yet, which is why I'm going to come back to that. Now here, we are going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have fun to see it out the stream next 15 minutes, and then we are going to go join Wizards of the Couch. Breinberg, Zach Glazer are trying to compete with Alyssa Faden and Cave Geek Art for being awesome. I don't think that they can do it. Just saying. Oh, what layer am I colouring this on? What layer am I? This is wall. This is wall colouring. Let's switch. There we go. How do I want to do this? Maybe let's start a little darker. Let's do that. This is unlike anywhere else in this dungeon. So I'm gonna be experimenting a little bit with how I want to approach this. Let's do the other side as well. gotta really... These big rocks, that's where my brain is going right now. It's easy for me to do these little boulders over here. What do I want to do with the big rocks? It's kind of like, I want to do something where we're doing the same sort of treatment, you know? We did this on the Gary Khan map, but I'm gonna come back to that. Let's finish these first. Miss J! Yeah, Miss J, I am gonna zoom out for you, girlie, because your shadow technique absolutely worked wonders. So yeah, we've been busy, girl. We've been busy. Look at the maze over here. That's with your shadow technique on it. It's glad to be seen and heard, young lady. But yeah, look at that maze. And I think I'm okay. Now, obviously, we haven't done the walls properly. You can see up here, I pushed the walls a little bit so we could get a better sense for what they're going to look like. But I think I like the dark corridors. And we've been playing with some techniques to get the grid to show on those. But I love it where the corridor opens out a little bit. It actually gets a little bit lighter. In all of those natural little tiny pockets, you know? Just here and there, this little bit of light opens up. I kind of like that. And it's dark as molasses everywhere else, which is probably what it should be, so I think I'm okay with it. And I love how this room at the end just opens up. And what I did here, Miss J, is I actually coloured in all of the wall. I got the background texture in. And then I actually drew a line here so I could just select, and it selected the entire maze. And then I just did, okay, so Miss J's shadow layer, fill with white, pow. Every wall, shadows, just like that. And then all I had to do was delete the temporary line. It worked so good. It was so fast. It was so good. And yeah, I've got a little bit of a stone texture here going on that I'm going to be coming back to. Lots of work on that room to do. I wanted to work over here. I wanted to work over a little bit. And just so you know, Miss J, in 45 minutes time, Wizards of the Couch are streaming again. And this time they got Zach Glazer of Forgot Games and Brian Berg of Total Party Kill Games, if I remember rightly. And they're doing another one. So we're probably going to go over there in about 45 minutes time. Yeah, another one, back to back, right? It's like, I like that I'm streaming earlier because I'm now not overlapping Cave Geek. So he could join me more often, I could join him more often. But now, like, Wizards of the Couch, like, streaming every freaking night or something? What's up with that? It's like I want to support everyone, but I also don't want to be competed against. It's like, Good to see you online anyway, Miss J. Good to see you online. I'm glad that you got to see the results of your suggestions yesterday, because I know you were having some internet problems. It worked so well. It's worked so well. I mean, I just started throwing your shadows on, like, rooms I haven't even touched yet, and it makes them look even better. You know what I'm saying? They just look brilliant. It's just, like, everywhere that we've got them just looks fantastic. Just transform the map. Yeah, actually, you've got a good point, because Cave tends to stream now exactly the same time that the Wizards are streaming. There's an overlap. I mean, I suppose just gotta drop into one stream, maybe drop into another, monitor them both. gonna do these stones. I'm gonna finish the stones that I'm working on. And then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with the outside wall here. Alex, good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in there. Alright. Let's go lighter. Let's hit the light bits and then we're gonna hit the dark bits. Miss J, talking my language, girl. Talking my language. Was this something? Am I meant to be doing something with that bit? Alright, and then I'm going to come back through and we're going to do the darker shadows on these. The darker texturing.
We want...
No. 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 King
What?
Bashman! Holy shit, man, it's been like 5 years. When I heard we want, I was like, it can't be. It can't be the king himself. And it is. Hello, king. How have you been, me old cock spaniel? Am I okay with those stones? I think King, by the way, this is what we've been working on, my friend. Right here. Miss J, have I seen the 1 hour maps that you have done in the last few days? No, actually. Challenging yourself to play with colour and light and shape rather than getting into the details. Is there anything you could share? Awesome. Let me take a look. Okay, it's been a while actually since we've actually shared someone's work. So here's Miss J. Actually, let me drag that off to one side. Just so we can concentrate on Miss J's stuff. Freaking hell, Miss J. Freaking hell, girl. Can I do this and like cycle through them? I love them. Your colours are sublime. Oh, that one gives me goosebumps. It's a work of art. 1 hour? Really? That'd take me a full day. These are great. These are absolutely gorgeous. I adore them. I adore them. I can't even begin to describe. These are outstanding. Lovely, lovely. Just perfect. Just perfect. And that's getting into the previous stuff. Yep. I haven't honestly been on Instagram in a few weeks. Ever since I actually started this map, I've not been on Instagram because I don't feel like I've got anything to share, you know? They're exceptional, Miss Jake. They're exceptional. Alright, I'm gonna now get back into here. I'm gonna hit some shadow. Some dark rock. We've got about half an hour, by the way, before Wizard the Couch come online. Thereabouts. Zach and Brian are indeed on Monster, so the plan is to not be streaming when they're streaming, but we're gonna stop this stream and go hang out with them. That's the plan. Okay. A little bit, you know, a little bit of this, I think. Game night for you, is it, Cave? Cave. King. Now, I'm wondering about... I don't think I'm going to just do a solid... You know, obviously we've got a texture background going on here. I don't want it to bleed up to the edges. I kind of want to colour these edges. I'm now just deciding... Maybe I should do a separate layer. Come in underneath. Colour underneath here. And then we do our background. The background's going to look a little bit like this. Or this. This is what we're doing here. But do that kind of like underneath these. Yeah, I mean, you can actually see it to the left here. Now, actually, these stones to the left are brighter than what I've just coloured. I'm wondering if I'm bothered by that. I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Maybe the edge of the wall should be a little bit... Oh, yeah, the edge of the wall should be a little bit brighter. Yeah. So it's a little bit more like this stone for some consistency. Yeah. Alright, what colour do I want to do first? Do I do something like this? Yeah, this could be a good way to go, actually. could be a good way to do it. King Bashman, how is everything going with Two King Games? What are you guys up to? How is the fulfillment going? I think the last time we spoke, COVID had the country. COVID still has the freaking country. But it had like you in a little bit of a stranglehold for, you know, shipping and supplies and everything. How's it going now? Did any of that free up? I think this is the lock I was shooting for here. No, of course, we got to get our entire background in here. Our background colouring. I want to get rid of this here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoop. There we go. Let the stone bleed through. Alright, one more underneath. But going dark, baby, going dark. That big huge Crump was a cat. Can you believe it? She is fat. Jumping off her cat tree. I think, depending on the timing, when I'm done this little bit, I think what we might do is we might actually take a look at throwing in a little bit of background here. Our background is basically going to be a texturized sort of brown sand type of color. What we're doing right now is wall coloring. That's looking not too shabby. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. We'll come back through and we'll actually do a little bit of detailing here where needed. emphasize some of those cracks and things. But this is looking pretty good. This is pointing in the right direction, as we would say. Something like that. Something like that. I'm actually going to merge all of these together. And I'm going to hit save. So if I can quickly demonstrate what this stone is going to look like. I don't want to use this over here. Maybe we'll do a bit that I've actually finished. It's only a little bit, but kind of give you an idea. If I take this, let's just grab this and let's just duplicate it. Oops. Right. Now if we grab this over here. Maybe we even duplicate that again. Let's just duplicate that again, just to sort of show you what I'm kind of thinking about. Right, now I'm going to have to paint on top of that, but you get the general idea. I think that could work. We gotta work on the background here a little bit, but I think that could work. Let's go bright. Let's go bright. And let's get some details done. "25 minutes, by the way, until the Wizards of the Couch show. I kinda wanna do actually something like this. These pieces of stone here, we're going to colour similar to the walls, but I'm going to do that once we actually do this section here. And maybe that'll be tomorrow night. Maybe that'll be tomorrow night. gonna come back through with a darker color in a second. Kind of repeating what we're doing here. This is taking shape. This is kind of doing what I wanted it to do. Nice. Let's just get a little bit of darker colouring in here too. Just a little bit. Let's not go too cray-cray. Okay. Alright, that type of thing, I think is what I'm looking for. And then on the background what we do is I grab like some splatter bushes. Splatter bushes are crazy fun. Actually, Misty, there's a set of bushes I actually want to buy. They were actually advertised on Facebook, which I guess is Facebook advertising working. But they look so good. I actually kind of want to check into them. Do I have the Kyle pack? If by the Kyle pack you mean Kyle's Ultimate Pencil Hard Drawing Box, well, actually, I can show you. But this came with my Photoshop. I mean, I subscribe to Photoshop. So I have like the Kyle here, and he's got this wet media brushes, which I want to actually get into a little bit more. And then I've got these splatter effects, these special effect ones right here. So if that's the pack you're talking about, yes, they came with my Photoshop. I don't know if there's additional on top of this. Now there's something that I have saved on Photoshop. There are more, are there? I should check them out, because I've actually been a fan of the Kyle brushes. Let me show you what I've got saved here. How do I get to my saved shit? Saved, there we go. Let me see if I can show you this. I've been intrigued by it. They're like really, really, really intrigued. Oh, what is this? Like, just give me my saved stuff. Oh, Facebook organizes things so badly. Come on. I know I saved this. I know I saved this. Did I save it under interesting? I can't freaking find it. Apparently I've got a lot of freaking posts saved on Facebook. Oh, I wonder if this is it. This is it. This is what I'm talking about here. And it doesn't really sort of say much about him. But I'm definitely intrigued by these, Miss J. Grut brushes. Artisanal. I mean, look, some of these like make me want to go. Okay, yeah, I want to play around with that. I'm thinking I'm gonna pull the trigger and buy this one, depending on the price. know, they're really, they just look super good. Super good. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about getting. Oh, you have those? Ah, shit. Okay, well, I'm preaching to the freaking choir right there. Ten minutes to go, by the way, folks. 10 minutes to go, and we're gonna go join Wizards of the Couch. I'm actually, I'm just gonna grab, I'm gonna grab this as my base layer here. Oh, really? Oh, of course it is. Oh, you know what I could do? It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. I could do this. I'm gonna grab you, and I'm gonna bring you under my floor coloring. You get merged to there, and you can come here. That's my base. I feel like I just saw something disappear that shouldn't have disappeared out of the corner of my eye. That almost made me crap my pants. Okay, I'm saving myself. Thank you, Jack. The full set of 450 brushes is only $20? Holy heck, that's way less than I was expecting. Yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm just gonna get them. They look too much fun. Actually, Alex, yes, please do. We've got 10 minutes left. I love you creative types sharing stuff. Please bring it. Bring it. This is a good point. This is a good point to do it. This is not a bad stopping point for us here. I'm gonna blend. Well, we're gonna actually color over this background here, so it's more like this stuff right here. This is our general approach. So we're definitely gonna be coloring over this. And then I wanna get this wall to blend in. So that we're gonna be working this area over here a little bit over the next couple of days. All right, Alex, let's see what you're doing. I played Minecraft like once or twice. I get the attraction. I'm a big builder myself, but I've never, ever, ever got into it like you are right now. Let's take a look at what Alex has been up to. Wow. What? The Eye of Sauron here? What the hell? Did you build that? On your own? What the hell? That's cool. That is cool. Now, are you doing this in a particular world? Are you just doing it on your own server? What are you doing? Oh, come on. It's so pretty. Have you seen the like some of the Minecraft graphics effects that you can get now with the more up-to-date video cards and stuff? It just looks mind-blowing, like with reflections and shit. That's so pretty. I love doing it. 7 Days to Die. This is the type of shit I end up doing. This is awesome. Which one was that? 834. That's 834. Okay. I feel like you're giving me 2 URLs at a time and I'm only clicking on one of them. So, wow. what can I say? We're kindred spirits. We're kindred spirits. I do this type of thing in Raft and 7 Days to Die, you know, that type of stuff. I love doing this type of thing. That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. I think you did give me another one. 315. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Can I click these? Did they go? Oh, nope. That's cool. That's really cool. Do you use real life buildings as inspiration? Solo build. Solo build. Look at this. It's the little details. It's the little details that make it, you know? The fact that we've got different colours and textures going on here, and then we've got this little grill here. I mean, we've got these little corner pieces. That's a type of stuff that, you know, just takes it to the next level. I love this one. That ISO one is nuts. That's nuts. That's fantastic. That's really fantastic. I mean, that's why Minecraft is so freaking popular, right? I mean, being able to do that, I got no words. Anytime you want to share something like that, we would love to see it. Wait, Alex got another one. Hold on. Inside of the church. Ooh, good one. So is I don't know Minecraft enough, so forgive me. So is this with the latest like graphic engine that they have and stuff nowadays, where they have transparencies and reflections and things like that? Is that what this is doing here? The fact that we can see those through these blocks, or is this standard Minecraft and there's no trickery going on? This looks cool though. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, it's not. I'm going to show you the map, Tom. It's not a gamer channel, but this is Alyssa Faden does something, right? And it tends to be Alyssa Faden maps most of the time, and Alyssa Faden paints occasionally. Alyssa Faden runs a game occasionally. I have streamed me playing games before now, and I would like to do it again. Like just sitting, chilling, playing a game, hanging out. So I could see it being a gamer channel, but then, no, this is Alex. Alex was sharing their Minecraft work that they've been doing, and there's just some really, really, really good stuff in here. Standard Minecraft, colored glass, got it. So Alex, this is what Tom, this is what we've been doing. We've been working on the maze area here. We've got some texture in the background, which I'm keeping. We've got some shadows, it's looking pretty good. I came over here then. I've been working on this floor, and I've been working on this background and this corridor. The background needs a lot more work, but I wanted to start getting something in there so we could see what the corridor looks like. The immediate corridor and the immediate stone around it I'm down with, but the further we get away, the less happy I am, the more work we need to do. But this is kind of where we're at. This is where we're at. And she's taking shape. She is definitely taking shape. Yeah, I think it's pretty much there. Well, no, it's not there. It's far from there. But you know what I mean? It's definitely pointing in the right direction. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to join Wizards of the Couch here shortly. They're meant to be streaming in a couple of minutes' time. They're doing their Whose Monster Is It Anyway? With Brian Berg and Zach Glazer. And so we're gonna drop off. We're gonna go over there. So I kind of hit a point where I didn't have much more to do on this for tonight, and we were just gonna pick it up again tomorrow night, you know. That's kind of where we're at. But it's definitely beginning to look appropriate. Yeah, it's definitely looking appropriate. You built Barad-dûr's tower in about 3 hours and spent about an hour working out and building the Eye of Sauron. That's actually pretty quick. That's pretty quick. And Tom, if you've got any interest, Alex's other links are actually still in the chat. I know, actually, when you joined, you would have missed them. But just some of the other things that they've been working on. Alright, so what are we gonna do tomorrow? Well, I'm gonna work on this background quite a bit, blending our wall into the background here, get our background texture a little bit more like this, fill in this gap. And I think we're gonna work this area. We're gonna finish this area here. We're gonna get all of this flooring in. And I'm gonna take a look at this, and I'm gonna decide what I want to do with the grid. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this section. This section, I'm leaving it because I need to talk to the frogs about this because the description of it confuses me. I'm not sure it should be drawn this way, and that's the map. You can see above me. It looks like that. I think, apart from this area here, I think we just need to push, like, okay, towards the top, can you believe it's actually west, which is confusing. But we're going to push to the top, and I think that means that we've got to do this room here, right? I've got a lot of the flagstones in already. I think we just got to do this. We just got to keep going. We just got to keep pushing until we have all of the walls, all of the floors done. Then we can come in and start nailing those details. Meanwhile, I'm going to do some of the background on camera, and I'm going to do some of the background off camera. But it's basically going to look like this. This is the plan. And this is largely splatter brushes, just multiple times, and a little bit of blending and everything going on. And that's what I'm going to be shooting for in these areas right here. Yeah, I think that's it. So what day is it? It's Wednesday, right? So we're going to stream again tomorrow. And maybe over the weekend a little bit. Maybe a little bit over the holiday weekend. Alright, so I know that wizards are now up. So do me a favour, if you've not actually seen Wizards of the Couch doing Whose Monster Is It Anyway, stick with me for 5 minutes, okay? Let's go over there, cost you nothing to see what they're up to. Two guests, Zach Lazar, Brian Berg, are going to be creating a monster. And they've got this incredible, Phil Stone I think his name is, incredible artist that will draw it in real time with us. The audience gets to decide a lot of the attributes of this monster, okay? So let's go over there right now. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Raid Wizards of the Couch. There we go. So just stick with me for 5 more minutes. Let's see what they're about. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Until then, I'm going to be back tomorrow. We'll continue this map, okay? I love you all. Thanks for hanging out. It really it gives me energy, and I really appreciate that. We're going to come back. We're going to keep pushing this map. More walls and floors for days. Until then, let's go over to the wizards and let's say hi to these crazy guys. Catch you later.